Hi everyone, welcome to today's webinar on 5 steps to maximize your ROI with email and conversational SMS marketing. My name is Lisa Popovic. I'm the co-founder of Cartloop. I've been in e-commerce for almost 6 years now. I've previously built and sold a couple of e-commerce brands, and now I'm fully focused on Cartloop. Today I'm joined by our partner Joshua from Kronos, who is also the founder, and I'll let him introduce himself, and then we'll jump right into the first strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. What's up, guys? Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you are. Thanks for having me, Lisa. I appreciate it. So, yeah, my name is Josh. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Kronos Agency, and I'm super excited to be sharing some of the stuff that we're going to be sharing today. Cartloop has some of the most interesting approaches to conversational SMS that I've seen so far. So I'm really excited to see what Lisa has in store as well. So yeah, let's get started.
So this is the agenda. We'll just go through each single step. Like the main focus will be on 5 steps, 5 strategies. Then me and Josh we're going to talk about. We've already introduced ourselves, but let's just talk a little bit about the reason why we're doing this webinar and on this specific topic. Is because of the marketing clutter that is all around us. I believe are bombarded every single day with all kinds of blasts through email, ads, and everything. And your customers are also bombarded with blasts and promotional ads everywhere they look. So cutting through the noise has become a necessity for brands, and they have to start thinking and acting holistically about their marketing strategies. So what you will learn here today with us will be 5 important essential strategies. So SMS, which is the perfect complement to email, how to humanize your customer's journey, how to maximize your revenue gains consistently using email marketing, how to achieve long-term results that boost ROI, how to start winning back your customers for the next quarter, and how to merge SMS and email marketing to pack an extra punch for time-sensitive offers. Josh, do you want to talk about our
Yeah, we got a special surprise for
Don't say too
people
much.
who's gonna stay till the end. It's gonna be worth it. We got something really good for everyone. So yeah, stick around.
Okay. So yeah, let me start with the first strategy. It's all about humanizing your customer experience. I will talk from Cartloop's perspective and from my perspective, from my personal experience. So right now, most channels are focused on one-way communication. This means all kinds of blasts through email, Facebook, SMS, even WhatsApp or Messenger. And there's little to no real-time interaction. And the reason conversion rates are declining, also like open rates, CTRs, reply rates are decreasing, is because there are noisy, impersonal, annoying, and they basically build zero to no relationships. And that's why also your customers hate it and they treat it like spam. So what's the solution? Like the solution I want to talk about is personal, friendly, and customers love it. It's all about conversational text messaging, which is basically one-to-one real-time interaction with your customers. So right now, SMS marketing is one of the highest converting channels on the planet. It lets you connect with shoppers throughout multiple touch points. So for example, when your shoppers abandon their cart, when they place orders for the first time, so when they're first-time buyers, when they need shipping updates, maybe product information, when they need help with completing their purchase at checkout, or any kind of issues or questions they might have throughout the multiple touch points in their buying journey. And also, this type of solution, it enables you to bring the in-store shopping experience online. Right now, I want to talk a little bit about why is there such a big difference between one-way communication and two-way communication, and why this approach, the conversational approach, converts at least 10x better than any other automated solution. So I have here two examples. As you can see, the first one is just one way. It's just a blast, a text blast, which looks quite spammy. Just return to your cart now. Don't miss out. Stock is running low. I think you're familiar with this kind of approach. So as you can see, there's only 2 to 3% click-through rate, 2% conversion rate, and like 5x ROI. But the second example here is like two-way communication, which you can see is super friendly, personal, like, hey, Amy, how can I help you complete your order? And the customer can reply in real time and get answers to any kind of questions he or she might have, like, hey, do you have free shipping? And the expert replies in real time, and it just becomes a real smooth conversation that customers feel confident and safe about, and not just being spammed with all kinds of promotions or offers, or just sensitive, limited time promos or stuff like that. And as you can see, the reply rate is amazing, 51%. The conversion rate is over 20%, and the ROI is over 15x. So these are all metrics that we've gathered at Cartloop so far. And like in a nutshell, I will explain. Like in a nutshell, you like just by looking at these metrics, you realize how important like being able to communicate with your customers is, and like giving them that chance to reply to you, and back and forth communication. So right now, I wanna emphasize the benefits of conversational SMS marketing, and what's in it for you if you adopt it. So first of all, is like first-hand support. You get 24/7 support. Again, this is like, I'm talking from Cartloop's perspective, because not all SMS marketing platforms offer this kind of support. But you like by having first-hand support, you can help your customers navigate with payment issues or with technical hurdles. You can answer product-related questions or shipping-related questions. You basically solve pain points that they might be experienced during their buying journey. You get real-time insights and customer feedback, which through service is really hard to get that like real feedback. And the value of these is underestimated. Like it helps merchants, it helps you take smart, actionable decisions for your brand or store. And also you can detect problems or areas that otherwise might have been like unknown. Of course, it improves the shopping experience. Like, for example, if you go in a physical store and you don't find your right size, for example, for a shoe, you obviously you go to that store assistant and you just ask for your size. But if there's no one there, you get frustrated and then you leave the store. So it's normal. It's basic human behavior. So that's why it's super important to have this online as well. Most because we are living in this era, which is everything is online right now during because of this COVID situation. It's super important to give your customers this like in-store shopping experience to move it online. Also, you can build trust in customer relationships. This is because this is the core of every business, just to build that relationship prior to pushing a sale. And customers prefer the conversational tone. They know they have someone to reach out instantly. They feel safe when purchasing for the first time. It shows that actually someone cares about them. You actually listen to what your customer has to say, and they get the real value from you. Of course, high conversion rates, as we talked before, increased customer lifetime value. Maybe you know that it has been proven that customers are more likely to remain loyal if their shopping journey is personalized. And also it shows that someone actually cares about them throughout the entire shopping journey, not just when they are about to enter their credit card details. So it's really important to retain your customers. And another super important benefit is a decrease in customer support volume by 15%. So, for example, if you're just starting out, or you don't want to spend more extra cost on a specific team for handling your SMS or your text messaging, this is super useful for like what we provided Cartloop, because it's a fully managed service, and with automated text, when someone replies, they're getting routed to customer support, which can take hours or days to get a reply from. And with conversational SMS, everything is in real time. So that's a huge benefit both for the merchant and for the customer. And another important thing is that SMS has the lowest unsubscribe rate. So the average subscribe rate is around 2%. And it's pretty obvious because it's that human touch with every single message being sent. So people are more less likely to unsubscribe. I added here a couple of examples, like real life conversations that we gathered at Cartloop. You can also view more. I can send the link after, or put it in the chat. As you can see, customers have all kinds of questions. So, for example, we have two conversations with customer feedback that the customer was really happy that was an actual human talking to him, and also another customer asked about product related, like it was a product related question. So are these styles in stock? And we were able to provide that answer for him. Also payment related questions. A lot of our users have experienced payment issues. So for example, their credit cards being declined, so not being enough payment methods available on site. And another customer feedback. So everything, as you see, is super friendly, empathetic, and like really adds that value to the customer. And then the last thing I wanna touch on is how important this real-time insights and customer feedback is. So it's not all about just converting the customers through conversational SMS. It's also about gathering those insights that no one will tell you otherwise. So as I mentioned, gathering feedback via surveys enables you to only target a small segment of your customers, but there is an untapped gold in every conversation. So what we do is we gather those insights and feedback that we receive from customers and make it available for the merchants. And those actionable insights are unlocked, so the merchants can optimize their businesses accordingly, exactly where their customers need it the most. So for example, I added here a recent case study of ours. So it's a beauty brand based in California. So this is in a time frame of only 7 days. He was on the free trial on the 7-day free trial, and he recovered like more than 7K just from abandoned carts. And what we learned through this case study is that the main reasons their customers were abandoning the carts were because of the declined credit cards, because they requested more payment methods, and also they encountered some technical issues with the website. So what we did, we noticed the brand's team on the issue with the declined credit cards, and they were able to improve their current payment provider. So they had no idea about this. Also, we recommended them to add multiple payment methods, such as Amazon Pay, Apple Pay, or Klarna, Affirm, so they can attract and retain more customers. And regarding the technical issues, it was super helpful that our experts were there to help the customers navigate through their technical issues, while their development team, like the brand's development team, was able to make improvements in the backend. So again, these are essential things that you as a founder or e-commerce operator or marketing experts, you need to be aware of in order to better your customers' experience and to humanize it. But the problem is that only a few people focus on this, and just a small thing like adding maybe Klarna or Affirm to your payment method stack could make a huge difference in converting more customers and retaining your existing ones. So this was the first strategy, and now Josh.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was awesome. We have a question already, but let's leave that to
let's leave that
the end of
at the end. Yeah.
Perfect. So strategy number 2, if you guys are not doing this already, automation is key. I would always prioritize automations like the ones that you've just seen, as well as on email, over any campaigns that you're trying to build right now. Firstly, it keeps a consistent brand communication across the board, no matter what your season is, no matter who you're speaking to in terms of your clients. You're able to build relationships while you sleep, create a consistent experience throughout that process. You can set up behavioral triggers to fire when the desired action is taken. For example, when a welcome email is sent out when someone subscribes to your list, the customer's journey begins as soon as they take an action on your page. Now, these automations help you build those relationships and move them along the pipeline to a purchase, even if you're not there to create campaigns, holiday sales, and all that stuff. 5 to 10 times higher conversion rates is what we've seen when it is optimized in the right way. Conversions on automations are generally much higher than campaigns because it's timely, it's personalized, and it's consistent with the overall experience that a customer has with your brand. Now, there are 3 email flows, 3 email automations that I would absolutely focus on when it comes to setting things up from scratch. If you don't have this already, these are the basics. But if you don't have this already, you absolutely have to take action. The first being a welcome flow. This is literally the first impression that you're setting for a new subscriber who's new to your brand, new to your store. And this is a story that you want to tell. What do you stand for? What are you all about? Is there a special offer for a new subscriber, for someone who's trying out your products? Number 2, a browse recovery flow. This is a retargeting flow. It's a good idea to set up a behavioral trigger based on the amount of time someone has spent on a certain category on your site, a certain product category. This is your opportunity to retarget that same customer or same subscriber with targeted product recommendations, right? This is incredibly powerful. Lots of brands are missing out on this. I don't understand why, but absolutely take action on this if you haven't already. Lastly, cart abandonment flow. Now, most people know what a cart abandonment flow is. We call it the cart recovery flow. Ultimately, you need to personalize it and you need to optimize it on your email software. Don't use a plug and play type of an application for your cart abandonment emails because it's not going to be personalized unless you have people responding to cart abandonment emails behind the scenes, like what you have with Cartloop. It is not a good idea to use templatized emails in this scenario. Make sure you're optimizing it by creating emails that are targeted and personalized to your audience. And in cases where, in cases where you're not able to get that engagement that you want, what do? That's when you go to SMS. Email is an incredible channel. It still is a tried and tested marketing channel that subscribers are likely to expect to hear about you from, and engagements are almost always going to be higher in emails. But by using SMS and using a software like Cartloop, you're more than likely to beat the traffic and get your messaging above all the noise that you see out there. That's what Lisa talked about with the marketing clouder. The quickness, the timing of the first recovery email is absolutely key. Send the first email almost immediately after you've identified an abandonment has happened. Typically, this happens within 30 minutes to 1 hour, up to 4 hours maximum. And The problem here is that, you know, most 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 email marketing platforms don't allow you to customize the the timing too much unless you're using something that's a little bit more advanced and customizable. You need to capture those that are leaking out of your flow, leaking out of your automation with SMS. All right, SMS is incredibly powerful for time-sensitive office. What we have found with our brands is that by adding an additional 24-hour reminder, within the whatever your offer is for a cart abandonment subscriber, whether it be a discount code or whatever, using a reminder with SMS to tell people that, hey, you left this in your cart, we've extended your discount or we've extended your offer to X amount of time or 24 hours. Here's the gentle reminder for you to come back when you can. Just by doing that, we blew our stats through the roof. It was incredible to see. And the best part is it's just an SMS. There's no design involved. And better yet, using a service like Cartloop, you don't even have to do much in the first place.
Yeah.
So Lisa, tell us more about what are the other types of messages that you've seen done really well.
So what I've seen really working really well is just being there for the customer. Like they have a lot of questions. That's why they are abandoning. And what I've seen is that most of the time people are super lazy, and that's why this is the whole reason they are abandoning. They're just maybe they've encountered a small bug or a small issue at checkout. They didn't enter their credit card details well. So that just push from the back makes a lot of difference. So that's why, for example, this example for 24-hour reminder is super valuable, because maybe they just forgot. Maybe they left their tab open, or maybe someone called them or something like that. Things happen, it's normal. And if you just remind them, super friendly, non-spammy, no pushy, they will convert. So that brings a lot of value. And
absolutely,
it's super important to be there post-purchase as well. So not just pre-purchase, just be there, answer their questions, because they will, like 90% of the time, they will come back to you and ask maybe, where's my order? When will it arrive? What other products do you recommend, or stuff like that? So, yeah.
And the best part is, by doing that with SMS, you're effectively reducing the load on your customer service team, like what Lisa mentioned previously. And that's incredible, because it's not just about revenue and ROI that you're getting, it's also cost savings. And every dollar that you save is a dollar in your pocket. It's a dollar profit. That's incredible.
Definitely.
So, let's look at the strategy number 3.
Yep.
Leveraging social proof content. This is amazing. Now, this is something that lots of agencies and lots of marketers have been talking about for a long time, and we put this to good use. Right, user-generated content is one of our highest converting, highest impact assets that we have done with email. Right, as I mentioned, email is one of the most effective way to create engagement with a targeted group of audience. People are expecting to receive an email. People are expecting to receive promotions. So there's absolutely no reason why you should not be doing that. User-generated content, like what you see right now on the screen, it can be as simple as a review. It can be as simple as something that you already have on your store, just position a little bit nicer within an email. Get your designer to pull existing reviews and existing photographs, beautiful photographs of your customers, and put that together into an email. Put this email into your key flows, your welcome series, your cart recovery flow, your browse recovery flow, wherever it is possible to create trust and build a relationship, is where user-generated content is going to work really, really well, especially if it's an experiential type of product. For example, in this example right here, this is actually a nail product. And it's so difficult to visualize what it looks like and how it feels until you actually receive the product in your hands. By using reviews and user-generated content, you're essentially shortening that process from which, as a consumer, I'm now living that experience through someone else's lens. And if you're able to achieve that effect, conversions will skyrocket for sure. And we have another example in the next slide. This is also an example of how you can leverage on existing social content. Customers are bound to be sending you emails about how much they love your product, with photographs and videos and customer stories. And if any at all, you can use shots from your influencers. If you run influencer marketing campaigns, leveraging those stuff, because it is user generated. It is a lifestyle driven type of content that people buy into. For example, in this case, this example is super simple. There are some aspects of the email that I would definitely want to improve on, but the main point is what we see on the left-hand side. Meet Carly. It's an aspirational figure. It's someone that your customers want to be like, want to look like, want to feel like. And if you're able to convey that over in an email, it's going to create an impact that you've never seen before. And next, SMS strategies with UGC content. Tell me more about this, Lisa.
Yeah, you're totally right with what you said. You don't have to think about like having photos with models or like big influencers right now. What's working
Absolutely
best is just user-generated content from your own customers, like real people who like live normal lives. This is what your customers want to see, and they can relate to real people best, not just to some influencers who live like the perfect life on Instagram, you know. And by just asking, like if you're starting out, by just asking or sending some free samples to your first customers or like to your friends and family, you can gather some really cool content that you can then use it in your emails, in your SMS, or maybe your ads, and just convert more and get more customers, retain them, and get more traffic. This is actually what we're working on at Cartloop right now. We want to also give this post-purchase experience with user-generated content, like highest rated products, to just give recommendations to shoppers who already are engaging with us through SMS, like time-sensitive discounts, like give them recommendation of most relevant products, like based on their behavior on site, like what they have browsed before, what they have looked at before, not just random products that they are not interested in. This is also a very important thing, to personalize every single interaction they have with your store. And this is an example of an upsell message. So as you see, we welcomed the new customer with a gift, so a one-time 20% coupon, and they are much more likely to come back and shop again with you if you are being super nice to them and friendly, and like you incentivize them with like just a small discount. And of course, if you add on top of this like something like, hey, if you give us a review or send us a photo of how you like our product, we also can give you like X percentage on your next order or something like that. So this is also super powerful. Yeah, we're working on this at Cartloop. It will be huge.
That's awesome. You know, using SMS to create user-generated content and reviews, man, that is incredible. Let's move on to. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just like brainstorming an idea. Think about just to request like a photo of a review photo from your customer via text, and they can just send it to you. So you just have it right away, not just use like a third-party app to collect reviews. So that will be super like real time.
It's real time, and you can literally use it in any way that you want.
Yep.
And that's super powerful. So, man, I can't wait to see what Cartloop has in store with that feature.
Exciting. Yeah.
And strategy number 4, this is something that people overlook so much. Win-back emails. Win-back emails can be templatized so heavily that it's often just set it and forget it kind of a type of an email. But the fact is that you need to understand that if a customer has gave you their money before in the past and they haven't made a purchase in a long time or a measured amount of time that is way too long in your books, it's a cause of concern. These are people that are people that you've gained trust from, that are no longer in your network, in your ecosystem. They're no longer opening your emails. They're not engaging with your content, and they haven't shopped with you for a long time. This is absolutely critical. Now, there are some ways that kind of that we use to minimize basically attrition, customers going out of the whole loop. And if you're doing email marketing in the right way, and if you're covering all your bases, this will be minimized. So winning back old customers is absolutely something that you want to do as a stopgap measure for at the end of the life cycle. Now, if you look at the next slide here, now I would absolutely pivot your focus right now to winning back old customers and people who are no longer engaged with your content, so that when Q4 comes, you have as healthy a list as possible for the key events, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It's incredibly powerful. New customers are way more expensive to acquire than old customers. That's a given, and everybody knows this. In fact, based on our understanding, it costs 5 times more to acquire new customers than it is to retain an old customer. You got to think about how you can gradually build engagement with people who are completely out of the loop, reducing list attrition, reducing churn rate, all of this stuff. It ultimately helps with long-term deliverability. It helps with the way that email service providers look at your emails and your domain as a good sender, as someone who provides good emails, good content. And it's absolutely critical to re-engage right now to have a healthy list later. Some of the ways that you can do this is by creating content that is absolutely eye-catching, aggressive offers, aggressive content that really incentivizes people to come back and pay attention to what you have to offer. Things like 50% off or an absolutely crazy bundle of products. By using that kind of like a last-ditch attempt to get people back into the loop, even if you make a loss on that sale, on that discount, it doesn't matter, because now you've won back a customer that will stay with you for a little bit longer for you to make a profit. And lastly, strategy number 5. This is really powerful. This is the exact framework that we at Kronos use to kind of visualize what it's like for a customer to, what a customer's journey looks like with a brand, and how email and SMS play a part in each stage of the way, from consideration to conversion all the way to retention. Now, I want to hear from Lisa on which parts of these journeys do you think is absolutely critical for SMS to come into play?
Yeah. So, of course, the most critical would be like the new subscriber that's just accepted marketing and provided their phone number. Of course, they want to hear from you. So you definitely got to engage with that customer. And what I would really focus on is that after like post purchase, I will be super focused on nurturing that customer, not just providing offers or like recommending new stuff, just nurturing and making sure the product that he previously purchased is well understood, well used. For example, I will give you an example. I recently purchased from, I don't know if you know the brand, but they're super sustainable brand. It's called Coconut Bowls. It's with those coconut, like real coconut bowls made from real coconuts.
Okay.
And,
all right.
Yeah, their email sequence, like I still am a subscriber, even if I most probably in the next couple of years, I will not be purchasing again because I bought a lot. And this is like mostly one-time purchase. Maybe if you will order like other types of products from them, that would make more sense. But I love their email sequence. After I purchased and I got my order, they sent me like these super nice emails that how to use those products, how to take care of them, like what recipes should I make. They gave a lot of super cool recipes, healthy recipes, which like for I don't know if it's a coincidence, but I'm a super healthy driven person. I love healthy recipes, so that was super personalized for me. And I just loved the entire experience. And then they asked me to give a review, and they said they would share it on Instagram and on their social media. And that, I think, is super important for a customer to just feel that he's part of that community, of that family. So
absolutely.
I would say focusing on nurturing your customers after they have purchased is super important.
I don't think that's a coincidence. That's definitely not a coincidence. They know their audience. They know their audience. They personalize for their audience. They created content that they know is going to benefit their audience. So that's email done in the right way. I mean, it's great for, more complex information to attract, engage, and nurture. It's absolutely effective when conveying a message and a brand identity and content that people consume. But with SMS together with emails, man, it's the results that we have seen, at least at Kronos, is absolutely incredible. SMS reaches the nooks and crannies of engagement and results that you just don't see with emails, especially the post-purchase experience. When you want attention, and attention is required for a healthy relationship, you got to use SMS.
Yeah, but one thing I would be very careful about is just try not to be spammy with your SMS. We don't want to become annoying. We don't want SMS to go on that side. We want to keep it personal, and this is what we are like doing differently at Cartloop. We're really trying to be the customer's best friend, not just another salesperson. So make sure you choose wisely your solution, the platforms you're working with, and what type of content you are sending to your audience.
So just to clarify, guys, what Cartloop is doing here with the live agent feature is that they're literally humanizing the experience for customers to drive conversions. It's literally a human being that is typing out responses to your customers' inquiries. And this is going to increase your CLTV for sure. It's going to drive up your lifetime value, because you're not just acquiring a customer, you're acquiring a relationship, and that's all that matters when building a long-term brand. So I love that. And
should we move on?
Yeah, let's look at the next one. So
takeaways.
Just key takeaways, kind of a quick inputs, quick tips here to grow a high quality list, and not just any list, a list that converts. Firstly, branded forms, make sure it's well designed with an eye-catching design. That's typically the first experience, the first impression that a new subscriber and a customer will have about your brand. Make sure your copywriting is clear. Make sure it's truthful but exciting. Invest in good copywriting. Invest in a good copywriter, or learn good copywriting yourself. because it definitely makes a big impact in how your brand is perceived. Keep the form simple. Make sure that there aren't too many inputs for people to key in. Double opt in all your forms. Make sure that you're building a good quality list by avoiding just bad contacts on your list. You do not want random junk emails on your list because that makes your job way, way harder. So double opt in your leads. And lastly, make sure you test things out before you launch anything. Make sure you test your workflow from start to finish and make sure it's glitch free. Preview all your emails and SMSs and you will be good to go.
Awesome. So some key takeaways from the entire presentation from the 5 strategies. Increase cost effectiveness of your campaign so it enhances the ROI of your email marketing strategy. Use SMS as key touch points to build or nurture relationships, win back or re-engage with your customers. Leverage the immediate side of SMS to provide high quality support when shoppers need it the most. And leverage user-generated content in both email and SMS campaigns. And don't forget to start your win-back campaigns right now so you can have a healthy list in the next quarter. If you want to add something else, Josh, here.
That's it. If it's one thing you take away, try out try out Cartloop. We got a little surprise for you guys at the end. Try out using UGC. And if you don't have UGC, start getting some user-generated content. So let's open up the floor for questions and
let's see the questions.
We got a couple here. We have 2 from Julian, and I see 1 in chat from Houston. Let's start with the 1 in chat, shall we? Let me see.
Yeah, just let me find.
Lisa, this for you.
I should exit, and I'm trying to find the chat here. Oh, okay. So let's see.
See that? Is Cartloop able to integrate with platforms
like Zendesk?
Zendesk, yeah.
Yeah, sure. We're working on integrating with Zendesk, Gorgeous, and all kinds of customer support providers. Just feel free to text me or write me an email or via intercom, and we can sort this out. What exactly is Cartloop?
That's a good question.
So it's basically a conversational SMS marketing platform where we have a team of experts that answer and engage with your customers in real time, based on triggers like abandoned cart or maybe order placed, first-time customers, all these kinds of triggers that you are familiar with from email.
These are live human beings that's typing out these messages for you. And that just blew my mind the first time I heard about this. And I don't think people are really leveraging on this. And imagine how much of an edge you can get over your competitors just by doing that.
So it's kind of new for some people yet, but it's worth putting the word out there.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Also, a quick shout out to our partner, Gorgeous, which Cartloop is going to be integrating with. So do look out for that. That's a customer success powerhouse if you get both linked up together. All right, next question. We have live chat versus SMS. What are some key advantages that SMS holds over on-site live chat apps?
Yeah, that's a super good question. So maybe you've entered like on a store or a brand that has a live chat app, and you had some questions, but there was no live agent available. They might be saying, I don't know, Carl will be back in an hour, or will be back at I don't know what hour, because maybe it's their nighttime or different time zones, and they have a specific schedule they are available in. So with SMS, I mean with conversational SMS, is just 24/7 support. So customers don't have to wait in line for anything. They get instant, like under 5 minutes reply.
And
Yeah.
I can add to that actually. So what live chat is doing is it's mostly an inbound feature where people have to reach out to someone on live chat to get their replies. So you're not actually capturing all the entire spectrum of people that are, you know, abandoning your cart. And for those, you know, those little pop-ups that happen in the browser, for example, people can easily click away from that, but it's not as easy to ignore an SMS. And in fact, the SMSs that we created with our brands, on average, we're seeing a 90+% open rate on every SMS that we send out. And that's insane. The lowest we've ever seen is probably like 80+%. And that blows my mind. You won't ever see that with live chat or emails. Yep. So that's a massive advantage.
Totally.
Right. What's next? In strategy 5 slide, where the SMS touch points are colored green and yellow. What are the differences, if any? Oh, so I believe green means that it's a high potential for SMS to play a massive part on top of what email is already doing. So you have the new subscribers, cart abandonment, post-purchase, and customer reactivation. These are key pillars of what SMS can do. Right. Yep. So Lisa, how do you get the phone numbers of your customers?
Yep, good question. Right now, we gather them at checkout only if they accept marketing and provide their phone numbers. There are also multiple ways you can collect them via pop-ups or maybe via social media. Maybe, for example, Instagram. You just swipe up and you can your customers can text you and then you gather their phone number. But right now, at checkout, because it's the most natural and seamless way to gather phone numbers.
Gotcha. So right now at checkout, but people can text in and get subscribed to the list.
Yep.
All right. So we have a question. Yeah. Wait, so I don't have to personally talk to them? Someone else does it for me? Oh man, this is so beautiful.
Yeah. You don't have to do anything. You just have to do the onboarding. Like it takes 3 to 5 minutes, and then you just come back and watch the dashboard. Yeah, this is the nice part. When should I start using Cartloop? What I recommend most of the time is even if you're just starting out, it's important to adopt a solution like this because you can build relationships from the very start with your first customers, and you can be like super confident that they will be your most loyal customers if you treat them right from the very beginning. But just make sure you have some traffic before installing Cartloop.
Perfect. All right, we got a non-question here. Just wow. I'm going to dismiss that. Thanks, Julian. Oh, we have one more actually from Houston. Your CS representative. Will your customer support rep need to know your client's products well to be able to effectively reply to your client's customers?
I love your questions, guys. Yeah, of course. Our experts are real experts. We make sure we get to know every single brand or store we work with. We have onboarding forms. We talk with their support team in via like we have an internal communication system, and yeah, we get to know their products very well before replying. And if there is, like, for example, that it happens, maybe we don't know something super specific, we contact their customer support team to find out the best answer.
It's awesome. All right, I think that's all the questions. Any more questions, guys? Oh, we got an anonymous attendee asking about how do we access the Cartloop free trial? Oh, okay. I guess it's about time.
Where is it? Oh, quick Q&A. Yeah.
Q&A right there.
We can, let's discuss let me share the screen again.
All right.
We can discuss the goodies.
All right, goodies.
Yeah,
Bam,
so
there you go.
this is the first time we're doing something like this. For the next 48 hours, we've created a special link for the attendees of this webinar, so you can get a 1 month free trial with Cartloop. It's available, this offer only for 48 hours. Talk about time-sensitive offers. And we'll be sending unlimited text messages for you. And real experts will be handling your the conversations with your customers, and we will generate up to 5K in revenue for you if you try out. So make sure you write down this link. So it's my.cartloop.io/partner/webinar. You can print screen and make sure you try it out.
Perfect. We got something special as well. Q4 is the time where people go insane, and we have experienced this 3 times now. So 3 Q4. So we've been, and it just doesn't get old. But what has changed is that we are a little bit more prepared right now, and we have prepared a little bit of a checklist for you to kind of tick things off your to-do list before Q4 comes into play. You want to make sure that you got all your eggs lined up in your basket before October comes, because that's when things really get crazy. Your order volumes are hopefully going to increase significantly. You want to make sure that your marketing strategy is absolutely lined up in the right way, especially emails. Emails take a long time to get things right, but once it's built up in the right way, it will absolutely crush your profit margins in the right way. So please make sure that you download this checklist, tick things off, and pay attention to it. And if you're interested in learning more about emails, SMS, chatbots, and all the stuff that grow your revenue and profits, and learn from us at Kronos, we personally have worked with over 200 e-commerce brands from all around the world. We're responsible for over $5 million in averaging about $5 million and growing in email-only revenue on a monthly basis. So we have lots of data to play around with. We have lots of information, and we just can't wait to share it with you guys. And this is the best way to get more info about us. We have no courses to sell. So this is the closest you can get to a course from us. And trust me, it is way better than a course. You're not charging a single penny on it. Why am I even selling this? This is free. Just join the group, guys.
Yeah, totally join. I love this group. I mean, you just launched it, and there are already, I've seen tremendous growth. A lot of members joining, a lot of value. I love this group.
Yeah, absolutely. It's super new, so I'm spending a lot of time myself on it as well, as much as I can. My team is also spending a lot of time on it. So if you want to get, lots of information and value from us, this is absolutely the best time before it grows too big for us to manage. So yeah. Oh, we have a question again. Let me see. Joshua, does Kronos only work with e-commerce brands? As of right now, yes. But if you have we actually do work with other services and other business types, but it's typically on a case-to-case basis. So if you're interested to have a chat with me, I'm more than happy to explore. Drop me an email. Next slide. What's the best way to contact you, Lisa, and me?
I would say email lisa@cartloop.io. Feel free to email me.
And mine's joshua@kronos.agency.
Oh, they're written right here. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, drop us an email if you're interested to have a chat, and join e-commerce email lab. Just go search for it on Facebook. You'll find something. So
Yep.
that wraps it up. Thank you so much, guys. Lisa, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you so much.
This is so fun.
Yeah, super fun. See you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Yeah, and all the best.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.